Your actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, Doobye, set in Dubai. And the contract ID is up on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today courtesy of Crazy Thai 500. So on to our briefing, and there isn't one, so we'll just say that our targets today have been rather naughty and they need to be punished. And speaking of targets, today we have 5 of them with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so, but we do have only one exit available. So for today's challenge, we will be starting at the penthouse, and we're going to have a remote emetic gas grenade stored up in the penthouse supply room, and we're going to be bringing with us our silence pistol, an emetic gas grenade, and a vial of lethal poison. So right from the start and off the bat, we need to head downstairs. And our first target will be the famous chef. So we're just going to make our way straight down to the restaurant-y area here, the dining room, kitchen and pantry. And into the pantry we go, where we will find another employee. And we're just going to render them unconscious. We're going to grab the rat poison from the shelf, hide our new friend here in the chest freezer, and then we're going to turn on the ice machine and grab the screwdriver that's on the crate here. So once we have the chef's attention, we can turn off the rather loud ice machine, and we're just going to move a safe distance away and investigate this box of cornflakes over here. And eventually the chef will make his way into the area to investigate the noise, and we can then launch our screwdriver at the back of his head. So one target taken care of. We're just going to hide his body away, as people do come through this room eventually, although one of them is one of our targets and he's not going to make it this far. So from here on out, we're going to make our way all the way down to the penthouse reception area, which is just off the side of the atrium. And on the way, we're going to grab our briefcase before heading on down to our next target, who is the receptionist. So we're just going to take the opportunity here to remove the gas grenade from the briefcase, replace it into the briefcase, and then we can make our way down to the receptionist. So just be aware there is one enforcer at the main reception area. He's easy enough to avoid if you move fast enough. So there is our next 2 targets. So we're going to add the rat poison we brought from upstairs to the bottle of water just at the security office there, and then we're going to make our way all the way across the atrium to the black and gold bar while we wait for the receptionist to finish her conversation and go back to her usual routine, which does involve drinking from that bottle. So as you can see, we've passed a couple more of our targets. We will come back for them a little bit later. First of all, we're going to make our way over to the bar here, and we will find a glass of wine on the bar, and we're going to add our lethal poison to that, and that will take care of the Sheikh Al Ghazali. Now that will play out in about 5 minutes time, which gives us plenty of time to return over to the reception area for the penthouse. And if we use instinct once we get here, we should see the receptionist drinking from the drink. In fact, she's just got there now, and she's about to get very, very sick. Now, hopefully she makes her way to this toilet that we are currently stood in front of, There are a couple of routes she can take. She can go down the back stairs and come out through those doors ahead of us, or she can come down the more public route. She has chosen the public route, so we're just going to wait for her to arrive, and once she does, we can follow her into the cubicle and introduce her to the highly advanced Japanese toilet system. So that's our next target taken care of. Now we need her body to be found, so we're going to activate the toilet to distract someone in here, and they will then find her body and remove it, or alert a guard to remove it, and we can now get in position ready for our next target, who is sat on that bench there, and he does not move. So what we're going to do is we're going to make him sick with our emetic gas grenade. And this one is my gas grenade of choice, as it detonates upon impact. There's no fuse, so where it lands it will go off, and that is quite useful for people like this, as we're going to have to make this quite a long shot so that we're not seen. That looks pretty good there. I think that will do. So we're just going to lob that at the guy and move off to the side so no one sees us. That looked almost direct. I'm surprised we didn't knock him out with that. Never mind. He will now get sick, and he will make his way to the same cubicle that the unfortunate receptionist is just being removed from. So once again, we're just going to wait in the bathroom area for the arrival of our target, who unfortunately isn't as slow as the receptionist, so we aren't waiting quite as long. But everything else does play out exactly the same, as once the gentleman makes it to the toilet, we are going to give him a guided tour of its most useful features. So we can leave him there, we don't have to worry about him being found. It's an accident kill anyway, but we're going to move on now to our next target, who we saw earlier guarding the stairs, the entrance to the black and gold bar. We're just going to walk up to him and trigger our gas grenade in a briefcase, again making him sick, and he's going to make his way to the bathroom next to the black and gold bar. So again, we're just going to get there ahead of him. There is our final target just coming down the stairs there. He's still milling around for a little while. I think we've got another 2 minutes before he actually takes a drink from the drink. He's going to be involved in a rather lengthy conversation in a few moments. So that gives us plenty of time to deal with our guard target here when he finally arrives. He has took his time getting here, but eventually he does, and the scene will play out once again just like it has previously, only this time we have an epic view of the Doobye skyline. So 4 targets down, 1 more to go, who we've already dealt with, and we've just got to wait him out. He is now engaged in the conversation I mentioned earlier, so we're just going to find somewhere to stand and get a good view. It looks like this is probably one of the better views. The conversation has now finished, and the Sikh, our final target of the day, will turn to the bar. He will pick up the glass of wine, sniff it once, and then down the lot. He will instantly regret that, as he's, by his own admission, not a drinker by nature, and it seems to have affected him rather badly. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and at this point is where I forget there's only one exit available, and I head to the nearest safe exit, which would have been the elevator there, but unfortunately that is not the safest exit, as it's the only exit we have. We do have a couple of enforcers to avoid here, but we can get through them quite quickly and easily, make our way out onto the balcony and throw ourselves off of a perfectly good building. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we just get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and we have met our objective. So that will get us our Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.